So what can we expect from the weekend speech? Joining us now with more, former senior advisor to the Trump campaign, whose name is mentioned quite often as a potential Senate candidate from the great state of North Carolina, her home state. Lara Trump is with us. Good to see you, Lara. Thanks for being back.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
It's so unfair that I start out that way, isn't it? Because I know for a fact there are a lot of top Republican leaders in North Carolina that are not just talking about it, but they're making a lot of outreach. Is it something you'd leave open for now without asking a question? Just leave the idea open in your mind.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I've taken it very seriously, and I have no decision to announce live here on Sean Hannity tonight, but I'll tell you to stay tuned because it is certainly something that I would be honored to do. So I am keeping it open. Absolutely.
I would predict you'd win. All right. So the president coming out, speaking at CPAC. Look, what has happened in a month? Foreign policy, executive orders, no legislation, amnesty at the borders, straight on down the line, a direct contrast to everything that President Trump did. Now, I would imagine, I think I know the president pretty well, that he will be highlighting, I told you so. This is what you can expect. Thoughts?
Yeah, well, he absolutely will. And he did tell you so. A lot of us tried to tell the American people that this would happen if Joe Biden became president of the United States. I think the speed at which so much has happened has really kind of shocked people, to be honest. But you're right. I think for the first time in a long time, Americans found that under President Donald Trump, they had somebody they felt like was actually fighting for them and standing up for them and fighting for America. And Joe Biden has made it very clear, not only through his actions, but through what he has said, that it is no longer America first. We know he just told the folks at the G7, America first is out. Well, who wants a president that doesn't put their own country first? It's absolutely ridiculous. But then you see the open border policy. Then you see the fact that he supports a bill to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, people that are illegal here in our country, wants to give them citizenship. It's really frightening to see, I think, the speed, again, at which all of this has happened. But you can bet that President Donald Trump is going to talk about it. I'm sure we'll hear about China. I'm sure we'll hear about Iran, the Paris climate deal. So many things that so quickly have turned around and really have been incredibly detrimental to the future of America. So I'm excited to hear from him this weekend. I think it's going to be a great speech. I know he's excited to speak to everybody there at CPAC.
You know, when you look at the one issue, we're in the middle of a pandemic. The Biden administration, when they took office, there were 1 million shots going into people's arms every single day. A lot of these Democratic governors screwed that up. Then you look at, what's happening, the position he's taken in the Middle East and around the world, America last. But the callousness of just with the stroke of a pen, getting rid of high-paying career jobs while simultaneously making us dependent on foreign energy sources, to me, is the worst thing, because we're now going to have all these illegal immigrants, and we're going to have people out of work for the pandemic competing with now out-of-work energy sector workers with very specific skills.
Yeah, it's so outrageous. Day one, executive order eliminating the Keystone XL Pipeline, putting 11,000 Americans out of work on day one for Joe Biden. And don't forget, under Donald Trump, for the first time in history, we were a net energy exporter. We were energy independent, and we actually exported energy. And aside from all the jobs that brought to America, from a national security standpoint, it meant that we weren't reliant on the Middle East, on Russia, for anything. We did it all here at home. And to see that Joe Biden, again, like you said, with the stroke of a pen, got rid of all the good that Donald Trump did, especially within the energy sector, I think it's been incredibly disappointing to people. But, this is something, again, during the campaign that you heard Donald Trump talk about. Scranton Joe was not going to do a good job for the energy workers in his home state, as he claims, of Pennsylvania. And here, day one, he got rid of so many of these jobs. And I think, Sean, sadly, it's only the beginning. I think there's going to be more disappointment for so many people under a Biden presidency.
Yeah, sort of the make Russia, make the Iranian mullahs, make Middle Eastern countries that hate us, and China rich again, America last. Scary times. Lara Trump, thank you.